Hi, I'm Scott Willison, owner of the Confluence Fly Shop in Bellingham, Washington. It's springtime up here in North Puget Sound. One of the annual events that occurs is we get a big outmigration of chum salmon fry in the springtime. It becomes an important food source for everything from sea run cutthroat to bull trout, even steelhead will eat them in certain situations. There tend to be a lot of them around. So we're going to tie a really simple fly. It works well out in Puget Sound, works pretty well in the river as well. It's a Clouser style fly, and it imitates a chum fry. So we'll call it the Clouser Chum Fry. We're going to start with a size 8 Daiichi 2546 stainless steel saltwater hook. And I am using a white 140 Denier ultra thread. We're going to do some eyes. I've got some small stainless steel bead chain here. This will give the fly a little bit of weight. I don't want these super heavy. Chum fry tend to travel in the upper water column, so this will more give it a kind of an erratic swimming action. And we'll go ahead and start those with the figure 8 wrap. Really get those in. Always take a few wraps around the base of the eyes to compress that thread. If you're not sure they're firmly seated, you can always apply a little bit of super glue, but I usually get away without it. There we go. And then we'll wrap all the way back. So our top material is going to be just standard white bucktail. I think the trick on these is really keep them sparse. Generally, when you think you have enough material, take some away. I'm just kind of combing out any of the weird short hairs in the bottom. And we're going to go about 1.5 times the shank length, getting this tail extended back. I'll tie it down in front of the eyes. I'm going to loop my thread underneath the eyes, and then we'll wrap that all the way back to just above where the barb would be on the hook. If you wrap it back further, you don't have to worry about the fly fouling so much. And then we'll wrap there. I'm going to do a couple of half hitches, and we'll cut that thread because I've got one other little step I like to do. I like to put a little gill splash on my Clousers, and for that I'm just using a 70 Denier red ultra thread, and we're just tying a little band behind the eyes. And then, just to make this fly last a little longer, we're going to coat our thread wraps with Solares, the bone dry resin. I find I use that for just about everything these days. We'll go ahead and hit it for a few seconds with the light, and we're good. Now I'm going to go ahead and invert my hook, and then we'll reattach our white thread here. And I am going to use olive bucktail for the top. Again, you want to keep it sparse. And for your Clousers, Always use the hair up in this upper portion of the bucktail. The stuff in the lower portion tends to be hollow and it'll flare on you and give you kind of a weird looking fly. Alright, we'll go just slightly longer than the white on this one. There we go. And then got a little bit of pearl crystal flash here. I am going to do one strand down each side of the fly. So I'll tie one on the near side. It's going to be about 3/4 the length of the bucktail. And then I'll just fold that over the top and bring it down the far side. We can cover all that up with a little bit of thread. And then go ahead and do our whip finish. Even up that other length of crystal flash there. Go ahead and do more Solares on the head. Alright, we've got that cured up. Now, we could be done at this point, but one last step I like to take. Chum fry always have these real pronounced par marks. They're kind of tiger barred. So I'm going to take just a black Sharpie here and add some barring on there to kind of break up the silhouette of the fly there. And that's all there is to it. Great fly for North Puget Sound in March and April, early May. Good fly in the Skagit River, the Squamish, anywhere you've got big migrations of chum fry going on. So thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.